Are you having bad thoughts? Welcome to the Being Connected podcast, the place you go where you want to explore the journey of being human, being in the world, and your spiritual being. I'm your host, Anamia, and in today's episode, I am addressing this topic on bad thoughts. When we are having bad thoughts and we repeat that all the time, it's a very bad circle. Maybe you are overthinking your life, what you are supposed to do next, or what is it that you want to go and do next. All these trouble thoughts that you can have all the time. Number one is when you are experiencing that you are having bad thoughts. And what are bad thoughts? That can be everything from chaotic, overthinking, catastrophic. What is it that you're thinking? The step one is to be aware of it. Okay, so now I'm having this bad thought and it is creating these feelings and emotions inside me. Bad thoughts are leading to feelings like overwhelm, depression, anxiety. You just feel stuck and you can't see yourself out of it. You are finding yourself in a position where you don't know what to do next. When you feel like that, number one is to be aware of now I'm having the thoughts, these bad thoughts are creating these emotions in me. Then when you have the awareness, stop. We call it pattern interrupts. And the reason why you want to stop that, the thing you can know is the first thought, you might not have the control over that because this is impulse. And the thing to know about patterns, habits, repetition is that 95% of your thoughts are the same as the day before. So you can see how that if you are having bad thoughts, this is probably 95% of the thoughts you had yesterday. And that's why you can find yourself in a state where you feel depressed, or you feel stuck and you feel like you don't know what to do. Number one is to be aware of that. So now that you know that 95% of your thoughts are the same as the ones you had yesterday and the day before that, when you have this awareness, you cannot control the first thought because that's impulse, that is all habit, and that is the repetition that your body is proceeding every single day. But the second thought, you have total control over the second thought. When you have the awareness of a bad thought coming in, you know that this is just repetition. This is the body's habit system just rolling this system out every single day. Stop it. Second thought, that is yours, my friend. Second thought is yours. This is here where you take home your power. You have the power in that second thought to think whatever you want. And because you have run a system with 95% of bad thoughts, it can be difficult to believe in the positive thinking that you are starting to train yourself to do in the second thought. So this is just a process. And when you are starting to have the awareness of what is it that I do? Why do I do that? When you know that this is habits and this is your body just rolling out the same bloody system every single day, when you know that, you can take out some of the feelings, you can start to just observe and then take your power back by controlling the second thought. And you might not believe it, I say quote unquote, you might not believe that your second thought is that powerful because right now at this stage in the beginning of changing, it will not feel very natural for you to start shifting your awareness and start to shift your belief. So when you know that, you are out of your comfort zone. You are telling your body, your mind, your thoughts, your system, and your feelings that this is not the way you want to live anymore. And then we change. I know it's a process and I know it's going to be difficult, but I know you can do this. By changing that second thought, taking back your power, start to think of something that really lifts you up. What is a great thought? Because great thoughts are creating great feelings. So if you are thinking back on a few good episodes from your life, what could that be? If you close your eyes and think of what is an episode in my life that really, really created a smile on my face, I felt happy, I felt overjoyed, I felt happy. Yeah? What is an experience you had that created that for you? What I want you to do is take a pen and paper, write 3 episodes down that made you really, really happy. When you sit with an experience like this, every time you bring your awareness in on your bad thought repetition that your body runs out of habit every single day, you interrupt that and you replace it with one of these 3 amazing experiences you had. And you can start to feel that, yeah, so that put a smile on my face. And this is something that are creating amazingly great feelings in your body. Your thoughts are directly impacted on how you feel. So that's why it's so very important to stop having bad thoughts. And instead of having that, knowing that you have the power to shift it. Yes, and it's a process, but you can do it. And then bring in one of these 3 amazing episodes that you had and experienced in your life. And what you will notice is when you start to do this with intention, you will know that every time you have a thought, stop and shift. And then you can tell that the chaos kind of runs out of your life. And the overthinking, you will find more peace and quiet. Everything is going to be more sunny in your life. And who does not love the sun? You know that you are the person who can change that. If you feel right now that nothing is possible for you, you might be looking in the external world for answers. I'll give you a shortcut right here and then. The answers to your situations is not in the external world. The answers you need and the answers that you seek are inside of yourself. And everything is already in there. But right now, you have been conditioned to keep repeating bad cycles all the time. And this leads me to choose your circles wise. Because this is not only something that you can think with your logical brain. If you are connecting with 5 people who are continuously negative, are you going to be the sunny person coming in that crowd? No, probably not. You are most likely going to be number 6, being a negative person in a group of negative people. And sometimes this can also be your spouse or your partner. It can be in a workplace. There are studies made on this field, and the studies show how bad it is for you to surround yourself with people who are negative or who are just vomiting out every bad thought. And of course you can say, I was born this way. No, you weren't. A baby is not going to be negative. A baby is not going to have bad thoughts. So no, you are not born negative. You are conditioned in your environment, in your upbringing, in everything that you surround yourself with. That is something that has been conditioning you. And just because your childhood or your parents were negative or with an empty cup, nothing is ever going to be good enough. You were never the person who were good enough because your parents, they might also have been conditioned by their parents. But you do not need to repeat this pattern. You can break that cycle. And you start breaking the cycle when you become aware of that is something you don't want in your life anymore. And yes, it's a good thing to leave people out of your life who are being negative all the time. If it is a spouse or a partner, parents, somebody that you really still want to have in your life, you can also put on words to this situation. So when you are visiting your parents and you are having conversations, when we know this about the 95% of the thoughts being the same as the day before, remember it's the same for your parents. They just do what they have always done, and maybe they're up in the age group where they are not willing to change either. But by addressing, mom and dad, this conversation, do we need to have this conversation every time? I was actually thinking about some sunshine. I want to share with you this. Then you are aware of entering a conversation where you know that the people, the persons you are connecting with are persons who are running bad thoughts pattern. If you have the awareness, you can change it. And what you can know is when you are starting to change, it will affect minimum of 7 people. Isn't that amazing? So when you are changing yourself and starting to become more aware, it will shine onto at least 7 other people. I find that super incredible. And hopefully a lot more, because some of them 7 people are also gonna change something, and that would also affect something. So with all the stuff we see in the world, and I know it's very chaotic, and yes, you can run bad thought patterns on the events, but why? Why would you worry? When you put in the worry and you keep intention on worrying, that is the feelings you create. And when you create feelings of worry, that is also the intention and the energy that you affect onto your environment. So, be sunny in the mind. Know that you and you alone have the power to change yourself, even though how your childhood was or your parents have conditioned you. You are a person who have control. You can take back the power, and you can be the sun in the life, in the world. Yeah, I root for you, and I hope that you will start to change. This is so simple. The awareness, stop the patterns, and then change. Because what you think is also what you feel. And if you want to feel more happy, more joyful, more abundant, and you want to be more rich and healthy and stuff like that, yeah, you can do that. But it starts by being aware and changing your patterns. And you can do that. Thank you so much for joining me here at the Being Connected podcast. Stay connected, stay curious, and stay focused on what really matters to you.